in effect. Welcome to the stream, the EnterAction Theater. I am your host, B-Rhy. We are going to do things the express way, playing some Infectious madness of Dr. Dekker. And it is game time. Let's hop right into the madness of it all, shall we say. So let me get the stream up on for me to see, first of all. And then we shall proceed to give you what you need. Alright, so now let me send my normal invites and we'll get things poppin'. I'll publish that. And we go to Facebook. Share that. Share it to myself. Come on now. That wasn't the announcement one. Share to the groups. I think that was it. Okay. Also, let me share it to my people. Messenger. Damn. Sent. Alright. And we are prepared. We're prepared. I don't know where that came from. Sorry about that. Alright, let us continue right with the madness.
Midnight each day.
On Valentine's night.
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home.
David is my husband.
All on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda.
I black out.
I don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
Naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
David hunts,
I can change my skin.
then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
I had a hot date.
We went out for drinks.
I took photos of Jessica.
Dr. Dekker did
On
phone
Valentine's Day.
and ask me for Nathan's number.
There was a girl there.
Am I wrong to keep the locket?
I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I?
He was preoccupied with finding
Photographs.
patterns.
Rocking chair.
I haven't been back to the beach since,
I had a bit of a shaky loop incident.
where I find something
I set fire
beautiful in the sea.
to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I dug the grave.
I wish I'd said goodbye.
Dr. Dekker cursed me. It didn't weigh enough to have a body in it.
All right. So let's see where we ended off. So yeah, we have finished with Nathan. We didn't do this last week, so I'm trying to remember everything. We don't have nothing to say to Mariana. Doesn't look like. Nothing for him. Or do we? Let's go back to Mariana. Last session she mentioned seeing something beautiful. Okay. Let's go with that. Last session. So if y'all are here and don't know what this game is about, give me 1 second.
You've got a good memory, Doctor. Let's talk dreams. Sometimes I'll dream about a light, deep in the ocean somewhere. I head towards it because it's warm and glowing, like a beacon. And when I'm at the bottom, it's the most beautiful thing. Like a welcoming sun. Like I'm home. And then I wake up.
Okay, Mariana. Okay, so like I said, if you're just now watching, you don't know what this game is about. Where do I start? Okay, so we are a psychiatrist, as you can see. That is our chair. We're taking over for Dr. Dekker. Dr. Dekker was these people's psychiatrist that we're running through. Nathan, Mariana, Ellen. These are all patients of his, except Jaya. Jaya is his assistant, and Professor Warwick is like one of his patrons or something. Somebody that's over him, but we don't know much about him just yet. So we're trying to figure out what happened, how he got murdered, and who did it, and while also figuring out these patients and their psychiatric diagnosis. So yeah, I hope that helped you out a little bit. All right, so let's see what we can talk about with Mariana. We probably could talk more with Nathan as well, but let's just start with Mariana since we're with her already. Just ask, how are you today?
I'm okay. Thanks for asking. It's rent day, and I always feel a little blue on rent day.
Okay, she feels blue on rent day. What's rent day?
Rent day is the day I pay rent to my landlady.
Okay. Alright, so have you had any more blackouts?
I've had no blackouts, and I haven't been to the beach since our last session. But I think I will today.
Oh.
Do you want to come with me to the beach?
Now she's one. See, Mariana, why are you always flirting with me? Maybe someone should come with you to the beach. Why did they let me say that? Do you know anything about the paper spike? Why a beacon? Okay, we'll get to that. So maybe someone should come with you to the beach.
I think you're getting a little anxious. If you ever wanted to visit the beach, you can just turn up. It's not mine.
Or not, whatever. Anyway, why a beacon?
It's so beautiful. It calls me. It's like I'm in a trance. What does the dream mean, Doctor?
What does it mean? Let's see what this says. Mariana's dream could mean many things. It's a metaphor for her current issues, searching for something, or maybe she's making it up. Uh, let's see. Maybe the dream is a symbolic. Maybe the dream is made up. Maybe the dream means you're searching for something. Hmm. And then she wakes up. Uh, let's just say maybe the dream is symbolic.
Yes, I suppose I follow that glow like people follow me. I still don't know what it means, though.
Okay. Do you know anything about the
Dr.
paper
Dekker
spot?
used to put my checks on that thing. I guess someone thought they weren't getting value for money.
That was a joke, Mariana? Are you serious right now? This is not a joking matter, Mariana. You mentioned those checks?
I actually don't have a lot of money. Sometimes a therapy check would bounce, but Dr. Dekker would be okay with it. Oh, my checks are fine, though, don't worry.
I don't know, Mariana. Do you have money problems? That's the next question.
I'm not broke.
Okay.
Men buy me drinks at bars, though. Sometimes I'll get away with not paying at restaurants. Isn't that how it is for everybody?
She keeps saying people buy her drinks, but she says she doesn't drink. I'm still confused about this, Mariana. Do you often go to bars and restaurants? See, we're
I
gonna keep
mainly
on
like
that.
drive-thrus.
Really?
I don't like crowds, and I find it difficult to stay in the same place for too long. I guess I'm a fidget.
She's a fidget. Do you dislike You dislike crowds, but visit nightclubs, right? Constantly, and the beach. The beach is usually crowded.
Crowds at nightclubs and bars are different. The lights are dim. You can slink around without attracting too much attention.
Why slink?
Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club, and then he just follows me. Wherever I go,
Yeah, you kissed him.
it's creepy.
It was creepy for you to just kiss a
I
stranger at a
don't
club.
want everyone seeing that.
Really? Yo. Okay, Mariana, you're confusing me. Y'all give me 1 second. Hello? Hey. Nothing wrong, guys. Yeah, she came over. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was, but I wasn't going. Well, I was planning on doing it today, but I ended up getting out that way. Yeah, I was. You know, I tried coming over there Sunday. You wasn't at the house. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I was trying to. Oh yeah. Sad. Yeah. It ain't like I don't want it. I just, I get it with it. I get to you. at 12. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I think. Okay. Huh? Oh, she came together. Oh, you made it still out from there. Will I take it over there? Yeah, I'll take it over there. Yeah, I knew what you told me. Yeah, I'll come and get it and I'll take it to her. One on in Dogwood. By the way, going towards Brandon on what's the name? Yeah, Lakeland. That's the one take work at, yeah. Alright. Sorry about that, people. That was my father. You know how that goes. He just wanted to talk my ear off. But we're back. Why do people follow you?
They follow me wherever I go. Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
Alright. What happens after people follow you?
It depends where they follow me. If they follow me home, they bang on the door for an hour or so, then leave. Other places, they just disappear. I don't see them again.
Okay, where's the Mariana wants me to guess where people follow her. What happens after they follow her? What do you mean they disappear?
They don't just disappear into thin air. I think they return to the place I found them. But I've not run into the same person twice.
Okay, what the hell are you talking about, Mariana? You're confusing me. You're okay with men buying you drinks. Do you ever follow, do people ever follow you home? Uh, First of all, yeah, you're okay with
It's
men
just
buying you
good
drinks?
manners to accept when someone offers to buy you a drink. I'm a very good-natured girl.
It's good manners, huh? Even though you don't drink. Why are you good
Don't
natured?
you think I'm sweet, Doctor?
No. Let me stop. Look at you. You little. Let me stop. I was about to call her a slut, but I ain't gonna do that. You. Hmm. What do I say? Is she sweet? I haven't heard her do anything just bad to a person, which is kind of odd. But she seems like a liar as well sometimes. It seems like you try to flirt to get what you want. I don't know. Yeah, you're
I
alright.
think you're falling for me, Doctor. Don't let that get in the way of helping me.
Okay, whatever. Do people ever follow you home?
Yes, they follow me home. They're silent. It's like a trance.
Do they follow you to bed?
There was one guy, a real gym buddy. I let him into the bedroom, but nothing. Nothing I did would stop him just staring at me. It was creepy. I got him to follow me outside, and then I just shut the door.
Talk to me about
Are
Dekker.
we still talking about him? And I thought you were just interested in me, Doctor.
Okay, yeah, now you are suspicious. Did Dekker visit you at home?
Dr. Dekker suggested home visits. I think he was probably checking up on his investment. You're not thinking of doing home visits, are you, Doctor?
No, I'm not.
That's good. I'm not sure I can afford any more of your time.
Right. It wouldn't have been any more of a price for you. You would have still been seeing me at the same times. Interesting. Anyway, says perhaps I should ask someone else a question. Not yet. What landlady? That's a good question. Alright, so we're gonna ask her, what landlady?
I pay my rent to a landlady. I don't own my own place. I'm just passing through.
Suspiciously passing through. Where are you headed?
I never stay in one town very long. I get bored too easily. Once you've seen the same faces over and over again, you move. Like I said before, I like to move around a lot.
Mariano. Alright, let's see. Of seeing the same faces?
I've got a short attention span. The malaise of our generation, I expect. What are you bored by, Doctor?
It sounds like she's quite antisocial. Yeah, definitely. Sounds like... So what I'm doing is getting hints, if y'all don't know. And that's what helps me kind of like figure out what questions to ask them. Because I can ask them any questions I want. Sounds like you are very anti... Whoops. What am I? Antisocial? Did I put it together? I guess. I don't know.
I can be outgoing. It just depends on what mood you catch me in.
Okay. She says she can be outgoing.
I've got a short attention span. The malaise of our generation, I expect. What are you bored by, Doctor?
Why does she want to know what am I bored by? Do the people following her remain silent? Do following you remain silent?
I don't talk to them, they don't talk to me.
Simple as that, huh?
Dr. Dekker suggested home visits. I think he was probably checking up on his investment. You're not thinking of doing home visits, are you, Doctor?
What was Dr. Dekker's investment? Let's ask that question.
Aren't we all your investments, Doctor? All the time, all the energy you've invested in us? Seeing how we're doing, making sure we're growing correctly?
You're becoming quite suspicious, Mariana, in the way your mannerisms and tone. Did she know Dr. Dekker was stabbed through the heart? Did you know oops, through the heart?
Why would you tell me that? You like watching me squirm, don't you, Doctor?
Kinda. That was I just wanted to see your response. You know, that's part of the job. We have to engage. Hey, I got another trophy. Congratulations, me. All right,
Aren't we all your investments, Doctor? All the time, all the energy you've invested in us? Seeing how we're doing, making sure we're growing correctly?
let's just do another one. Why is it creepy? Why is what creepy? I forgot about that conversation. Why is it creepy? Let's just ask the question. Why is it creepy? Whatever it is, you'll fill us in. Oh, did I not ask the question? Why is it creepy?
I don't want people to follow me. I'm not trying to get them to do anything.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I didn't play the first time. Or maybe I pressed the button too quick. So she don't want people to follow her.
Why would you tell me that? You like watching me squirm, don't you, Doctor?
I don't know what to follow up that question with. So these stars let me know that I need to follow up on those questions that we talked about. So why do You're tired of saying
I've
things.
got a short attention
Oh
span.
yeah, she mentioned that.
The malaise of our generation,
What is the Malays? Generation? Question mark?
You'll have to ask me something else.
Okay, she's not gonna say anything about that. Alright, let's get another hint in. Why do people seem like they're in a trance? Why do people seem like they are in a trance?
They're in some kind of trance, like zombies. But I don't know what they want.
Who wants you, Mariana, obviously. Uh,
Aren't we all your investments, Doctor? All the time, all the energy you've invested in us? Seeing how we're doing, making sure we're growing correctly?
let's see. Let's get another hint. She asked me, "What am I bored of?" I could be mean and say I'm bored of her. uh, I could be mean and say I'm bored of her. And say I'm. See, I could have just said it. I'm bored of you, but I'm gonna try to soften the blow.
You should get out more, Doctor. Looking at me all day should be fun, but if you're bored, perhaps we should spend some time apart.
Hmm. Okay, we're about ready for another hint. I don't know what else to ask Mariana, to be honest. So that's what we'll just roll on next. Do they follow her to the shops? To her job? Do they follow you to the shops?
No, not shopping.
Okay. Oh, jeez. No, not shopping.
Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club, and then he just follows me. Wherever I go. It's creepy. I don't want everyone seeing that.
Okay, why don't you want everyone seeing that? Let's just go with that. You gotta ask simple questions right now.
I don't want people to follow me. I'm not.
Okay, we already got that answer for that. Let's just get another hint. Do I like watching her squirm? I was gonna ask that, but I figured like there was no point in asking that question.
Real smooth, Doctor.
I don't know what type of answer was that. That didn't lead us nowhere, Mariana. Uh, let's ask why do you kiss guys you meet at the bar?
I'm not a siren. It's just how some guys are. I tried it with a woman, too. She followed me. If a lot of people are watching, then it doesn't work.
Oh, so you got some type of special power, huh? And they'll follow you if you kiss them. And Dr. Dekker made house calls to you. Interesting. Alright. What does she mean by growing correctly? I thought I asked that. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I was thinking it. What do you mean by growing correctly?
He called it aversion therapy. Whenever I felt the urge to go to the sea, he would do something unpleasant.
What would he do, Mariana? He would do something unpleasant.
I don't know what you'd call it, but it was unpleasant for me.
Go into detail, Mariana? Geez, can you go into detail, please? I don't even want to waste my time asking that. Alright, why did she mention Siren? Yeah, she did out of nowhere. Why did you, Mariana, mention Siren?
Interesting that you should say that. Dr. Dekker said the same thing. And he's dead now. Siren, mermaid? Do you think I could really be one?
You mentioned it, Mariana. I didn't know what the hell you was talking about. I mean, I know what a siren is, but see now Mariana is definitely on the high suspicious list. Let's go back to Nathan. Obviously, we haven't. Maybe we have more to say to Nathan. It doesn't really look like it though. But we'll see once we get another clue, a clue. Okay, so we can talk to Elin. We'll get to her in a minute. Let's see if there's anything else for Nathan. And it looks like we got some more for Mariana as well. Let's just stick with Mariana then. Why doesn't it work if people are watching? Okay, let's keep that up. Why doesn't it work if people are watching? Because you gotta drug them.
If I kiss somebody and a lot of people are watching, they don't follow me. Too embarrassed, I guess.
Really? Really, Mariana? There are no questions currently available. Okay, so we've asked Mariana all the questions. All the questions have been asked with Mariana. Great, great, great. All right, so we still got questions with Nathan. Nathan! Let me stop. All right, so give me 1 minute. We're going to let that time do a little bit of winding down. All right, let's get a hint for what we should say to Nathan. What isn't Nathan telling me? I should talk to other people, then check my notes. Okay. All right, so we still got to figure out what the hell Nathan is holding back. We'll go move to Elin. How are you doing today, Elin?
I'm fine. Work's fine. Hilda's fading fast. Terry's Terry. Oh, you'd be pleased to know I don't have the locket anymore. I gave it back. All of it. Every single keepsake.
Okay. Nice, nice. She was taking dead people's stuff, basically. Well, they were gifting it to her, sort of. The people who died, because she's a caretaker. But yeah, it's whole story that people think that she's the one killing them, but I don't believe it. But I don't know. Never know with these people. How's Hilda?
Hilda's nearing the end. She's been sleeping a lot, not eating much. She hasn't been that argumentative either. Although,
How's that so?
she did give me a vicious scratch yesterday.
Scratch you, huh? Why did Hilda scratch you?
It was nothing. I was just trying to give her her meds. It's hard, you know. I'm trying to help her, but she keeps fighting me.
What
It'll be
did you
better
do?
after she's seen her daughter. I've decided I'm going to do it tonight. She hasn't got much time left.
So she says she has this ability to turn, to hold the hand of the person that's dying and turn into one of their loved ones. I don't know where that comes from, but we'll work with it. Let's keep on going. Do what tonight? We know what she's about talking about.
You know the answer to that, Doctor.
Yeah, we do.
What have we been talking about? What can I do for Hilda that will make it all better?
It won't make it better. I guess, I mean, maybe for her in her head. I don't know. That's such a weird tale. Ellen is going to pretend to be Hilda's daughter? Are you going to kill Hilda? Question mark. Are you going to pretend to be Hilda's daughter tonight?
That's the plan. I know, it sounds unbelievable, like I'm making it up. I wish I could prove it to you somehow. We could try shifting now. Think of someone you really love.
Oh, she's going to try
It might
now.
help if you close your eyes.
Okay.
Are you thinking of them? Can you picture them? Okay. Hold on. Sorry. I don't think it's going to work. On the bright side, that probably means you're not going to die anytime soon.
Okay, Elin. Nice try, though. I appreciate the effort. What do you say when you shift?
It's tricky. I mean, I'll sound exactly like Hilda's daughter, but I try and keep it vague because I don't become her. I don't know what she would really say. I say things like, it's okay, don't be scared, I love you, Mum, or I love you, Dad. But it doesn't really matter what their relationship's like because it's not really them. I always do the Disney version. The best, most loving version.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my patients want to hear. And maybe deep down they know it's not the truth, but it's got to be better than the reality.
Elin tries to be nice. Why bother shifting if patients know it's not the truth? That's a good question.
Does it really matter if it isn't the truth? Isn't it worth it if it brings them peace? Tell me honestly, Doctor, do you really think that what I'm doing is wrong?
I'm thinking no. I'm thinking no. If you had a response to make, which one would you make? Do you think it's wrong? Let me know, and we'll talk about it. I'm gonna just say no.
Good, because I really feel this is something I have to do.
You don't have to do it though. Why did you give the locket back?
You told me to. Well, not in so many words, but you said I shouldn't have kept them. And what with Terry going around telling everyone I stole them, I didn't feel like I really had any choice.
Okay.
The locket, the watch, the ring. But I kept the little bird Sarah Dekker gave me. I wasn't supposed to mention her.
Sarah Dekker, who is... There's some related to Dr. Dekker, right? Who is
Dr.
Sarah
Dekker's
Dekker?
mother.
His mother.
She was one of my first patients, but she died a while ago.
Interesting. How is Terry?
Terry seems to have backed down since I gave the keepsakes back. Actually, it doesn't seem like she's been very well. Not her usual self. Maybe she's got a bug or something.
Do you know about the paper
It's
spike?
true then. I'd heard Dr. Dekker was stabbed, but I didn't know for sure. It's weird that whoever did it would choose the paper spike.
Why is it weird? Yeah, why is it weird that the
Dr.
paper spike
Dekker
was
used to
used?
play with it in our sessions sometimes. You know, pick it up, handle it while we talked. I remember once, he pushed the spike through his skin. At this bit, here, between his thumb and his finger. He said he didn't think I'd mind the sight of blood being a nurse and all that, but actually, there wasn't any.
There was no blood. There wasn't any blood from the paper
I was a
spike.
bit freaked out. At first, I thought it was a trick. A magic trick, you know? Like some kind of therapeutic test. Show the patient this retractable spike and see how they react. But it wasn't. The spike was real.
And he didn't bleed. How do you know the spike was real?
Dr.
That's a good
Dekker
question.
gave me the paper spike to try. It wasn't fake. It was pretty sharp, actually. I don't know how he did it. He said he just thought that it wouldn't hurt him, so it didn't.
Dr. Dekker was just as insane as Zhao was. Why did you say I'm not going to die soon? That is, we will definitely get on that question. Why didn't you want me to know about Sarah Dekker? Let's get on that first.
It just makes things complicated, doesn't it? I knew Dr. Dekker's mother before I started seeing Dr. Dekker. She's dead, and now he's dead. I'm sure you're going to have a field day with it.
Of course. Of course, Elin. Did you know Sarah Dekker was Dr. Dekker's mother?
Yeah, that's the reason I came to see him. I knew she was dying, but he refused to talk to me unless I booked a session, so I did.
Oh,
And
wow.
well, here we are.
So you're not even really, didn't even feel like you needed to be here. You're here on behalf, well, you was here on behalf of her and he kept you as a patient. So why did Dr. Dekker refuse to talk about his mom?
I told Dr. Dekker that his mum was dying, that he should see her before it's too late. But he wasn't interested.
He
It
did
wasn't
say
like
they
he
had
hated
issues.
her. It was just like, it wasn't important. He asked me to take care of it for him. He did send his assistant along to see her once. Sorry, your assistant.
Okay, so Jaya went to see her. She never mentioned Sarah Dekker. What did Dr. Dekker mean by take care of it?
It was about the second, third session we had. He said he could tell that I was a good person, that I wanted to help people, and that I should think really hard about how I could do that. That's how I discovered shifting.
Was it Dr. Dekker's idea for you to shift?
All Dr. Dekker did was encourage me to think. But the shifting, that's all me. And my mum's a psychic, and my sister's an empath, but I was just ordinary. I always felt like I wasn't special, like I was missing out. But I wasn't. I just hadn't discovered what I could do yet. Sarah Dekker was one of the first ones I tried shifting for.
And how did that work? Did you shift for Sarah? We just asked that. How's your mom psychic? What's an empath? We'll get to all that.
I didn't really know what I was doing that first time. I mean, I didn't actually expect anything to happen. I just thought, what would really help this woman? I thought maybe she would just imagine that he was there. But it actually happened. I changed into him. Dr. Dekker. It blew my mind.
How is your mom a
My
psychic?
mum's got these spirit guides and they tell her things. Mostly about my love life, it would seem.
Which isn't too well from what I hear. What's an empath?
To tell you the truth, I don't really know what an empath is. I should probably Google it sometime.
Did you maybe ask your sister since you say she's one? Look, this lady here. Alright, why did you say I'm not going to die soon?
As far as I know, it only works on people who are close to death. That's the whole point of it. I have to hold their hand, and they have to think of the person, and they have to be near death. And those seem to be the 3 criteria.
Alright, let's get on to some hints. What is the reality for her patients?
The reality is that most of these people have been completely abandoned by their families, usually their children. If a mother abandons her children, it's scandalous. But if a son or daughter abandons their mother when she's dying after everything she's done for them, apparently that's just normal. I can protect my patients from that, even if it does take a little smoke and mirrors.
You're a very thoughtful person, Elin. Now tell me who killed Dr. Dekker. Tell me now, damn it! Stop. I don't want to scare her. Alright, so let's get this other hint, because we're about ready for it. And ba-bam, we're ready. Why didn't she hold my hand to shift? That is a good question. Why? I was wondering, I just thought it wasn't something they was going to show.
Well, I wasn't sure if it would still work. Sorry. It's just, I get a sense that I probably shouldn't say, but, well, just think what it would mean for you if I'd been able to shift.
What would it mean? What do you mean? What would it mean? It would mean that what you're saying is surprisingly true, that you're able to shift into, well, if you could shift into me or somebody who I'm thinking of, and I'm not near death, that would mean, well, that would either mean that I'm near death, or that you can just shift at any time with anyone. Interesting. This game got me really thinking about this crazy-ish. All right, let's get another hint. Coming in hot. Ba-bam. She said Sarah Dekker was one of her first patients. Of your first
I've been a nurse for ages, but I've only worked at the nursing home for the last year. I tend to move around quite a bit.
another
I get
mover
quite
around,
fidgety
huh?
if I stay in the same place too long.
Sound like somebody I just talked to. Just get fidgety, can't stay still. People follow you in YouTube to your bedroom. Alright, let's see.
Well, I wasn't sure if it would still work. Sorry. It's just, I get a sense that I probably shouldn't say, but, well, just think what it would mean for you if I'd been able to shift.
What would it mean for me?
It's probably nothing. I'm not right all the time. It's just, well, yes, your energy's different. And I was also worried about what I might change into.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that at all. Why is she worried about what she might change into when she shifts? Yeah. Why are you worried about what you might change to when you shift.
I've had a couple of bad experiences while shifting. I don't really want to talk about all that now, though.
I want to know. What bad experiences? No, we getting into this.
I feel like you're clutching at straws. Maybe you should take a break.
Maybe you... Okay, let's get a hint. What smoke and mirrors is she talking about?
It's like I'm a mirror and I'm just reflecting back to them what they want to see. I completely change. My face, my hair, my clothes, my voice, everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably nothing. I'm not right all the time. It's just, well, yes, your energy's different. And I was also worried about what I might change into.
My energy is different.
It seems a bit, I don't know, murky and sort of a bit crackly at the same time. Like there's a lot of electricity around you. It's hard to describe.
I see. That's wild. Hey, I appreciate whoever this is sitting here in this stream with me. Been rocking with me since the whole time since I started. You are the real MVP, and I just want to say that just for a second. Thank you so much. Yee. Okay, let's move on. All right, let's get. All right, let's get another hint. When did Sarah Dekker die? Good question. Good question. Like we playing a damn TV show game. TV game show. When did Sarah Dekker die?
I can't remember exactly. I'd only just started seeing Dr. Dekker.
When did you start seeing Dr. Dekker?
That doesn't really matter. Let's talk about something else.
What? Doesn't matter. I'll be the judge of that, lady.
Yeah, that's the reason I came to see him. I knew she was dying, but he refused to talk to me unless I booked a session, so I did. And well, here we are.
What mess was she trying to give Hilda?
I've got her on a herbal compound. St. John's wort for pain, ginkgo for bronchitis, valerian, borage. There's a few other things in there as well, but I won't bore you with the full ingredients.
Well, she knows her stuff, because I didn't know what none of that stuff was.
You told me to. Well, not in so many words, but you said I shouldn't have kept them. And what with Terry going around telling everyone I stole them, I didn't feel like I really had any choice. The lockets, the watch, the ring. But I kept the little bird Sarah Dekker gave me. I wasn't supposed to mention her.
I like to see the full ingredients on of what Hilda is on. Okay. To see the full ingredients of what Hilda is on.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd have to check. I have it written down somewhere.
Now it sounds like you're not so sure, Elin. Did you just give her a bunch of drugs? Kill her? I don't know what else to ask her now. So we're just gonna wait for another hint. Let me see. Let's ask about what little bird. What was important about Sarah Dekker's little bird?
It was just a little china bird, sort of a yellowy blue pattern on it. I don't think it's worth anything.
And you kept it. If Hilda is still dying, it sounds like herbalism isn't working. Herbalism isn't working. Let me get my...
I'm sure it is. At the very least, it should make her feel more comfortable, ease her suffering.
Well, you need to actually find a cure, Elin. That's usually what caregivers' jobs are. Not just soothe their pain until they die. Elin. Get it together now. Alright, where are we at? We're at 70 minutes already, so we're an hour and 10 minutes in. Alright, let's get another hint. We might can get through this whole day of this sessions. Is she allowed to give patients a herbal compound? Are you allowed to give patients an herbal compound
The rules are that you're not supposed to give a patient anything that isn't on their charts. But I talked it over with Hilda first, and she was happy to try the herbal approach.
really. I don't think that's illegal. Can you're not, you don't talk it over with the patient, do you? You're not the doctor. You're just a nurse. All right, so let's just wait for another hint. Take a sip of my Dr. Pepper. All right, let's go. Isn't she breaking the rules by giving Hilda herbal Henry? That's what I just said. Aren't you breaking the rules? Question mark.
It's fine. It's not going to hurt her. And the doctors at the home don't care much. They're hardly around anyway. It's the nurses that take care of the patients. Besides, Dr. Dekker didn't have a problem with it.
Dr. Dekker doesn't seem like he had all his marbles in his head. At this point, Dr. Dekker is not very trustworthy in giving y'all sound advice. Let's see. Why did Dr. Dekker? I don't know.
Ask me something else. That one's a...
Aha! She called it a dud. Let's get back to it. So she talked to Dr. Dekker about herbalism? Yes. That's okay. That's a better way to put it.
We talked about it once. He said I should do what I wanted and not worry about what anyone else thought.
Huh. That doesn't sound like good good doctorly advice. Do what you want. Screw everybody else. You're on meds? Fuck them. You don't need meds. Just go crazy. Run down the street butt naked if you want. Alright, I guess I'm gonna wait for another hint, I guess. Let's go over.
It's fine. It's not going to hurt her. And the doctors at the home don't care much. They're hardly around anyway. It's the nurses that take care of the patients. Besides, Dr. Dekker didn't have a problem with it.
Alright, so yeah, I don't know what to ask with that. But we're coming up on our next hint, so we shall be good to go. Bing, ready. She thinks just the nurses care for the patients. Oops, hold on. Whoops. The nurses care for the patients?
Absolutely. I'm not being big-headed or anything, but I'd do anything for my patients.
Interesting. She'd do anything for her patients. We might be done with, no, we're not. I'm about to say we might be done with Elin, but, we are definitely not. We might be, actually. No, we got one more question to figure out the answer to. And that's the one right here about Sarah Dekker's mother. Sarah Dekker. Dr. Dekker's mother. Alright, so let's wait for this last hint, and we can move on to Claire. Claire crazy ass. And that might be it for the stream for tonight. By the time we get done with Claire. She says she came to see Dekker for stress, not about his mother. You said you came to see Dr. Dekker about your stress, not his mother. Let me stop.
I wasn't really stressed about work. Well, maybe a little, but not enough to need a therapist. I just told you that because I didn't want you to know the real reason why I came to see Dr. Dekker.
And why you didn't want me to know the real reason? Elin? And that's all it? That's it? They don't want me to ask any more questions about it? I guess not. Alright, so that's done with we're done with Elin. Guess now we can move on to Claire. Yeah, so once we're done with Claire, we'll call it a night. How are you doing, Claire?
I've been to the lake house regularly, keeping an eye on David. I saw the girl again, the one I told you about. She was playing outside.
David is... But they said David is dead. Who are you taking care of, Claire? Have you seen your arrest report?
It makes for interesting reading, doesn't it? I can tell you're dying to ask me about it. Fire away.
Okay, yes, Claire. I'm definitely dying to ask you about it. Reports say you were arrested for murder.
That's what it says. I can see you're confused. The police say that David is dead, fatally wounded when I stabbed him. The coroner says that David is dead. Everyone says that David is dead. There was even a funeral. But I know he's alive.
Oh no, Claire. Oh no, Claire. Come on, Claire. No, Claire. No, Claire. No, Claire. Oh, Jesus. No, Claire. No. How could you have had a funeral if David isn't dead? Did you intend to fatally wound him?
David wanted to have a talk about our relationship. Not something any married person wants to hear. He said he'd been with Iris for about a year and that he loved her.
Oh, wow.
He said he didn't love me anymore.
Oh.
Which I know is a lie. You don't just fall out of love with somebody. I reacted badly.
Very.
I grabbed the nearest weapon I could find, which happened to be the steak knife, and stabbed him with it. There was so much blood. I instantly regretted it. So I fixed him.
You fixed him. Claire is Jesus, y'all. Claire fixed him. She laid hands on him and she fixed him. Let me stop. Let me. This is too much. How did you fix him?
It was about a week later. I brought David back to life.
Jesus.
Not with voodoo, not with virginal sacrifice. I just willed
That's the clean
it to
way,
happen,
huh?
and it did.
Just the clean
Dr.
way. Just
Dekker told
willed
me it
him
was
back
possible.
to life.
But only if you're not buried. He says once you're in the ground, there's no coming back. But until then, you have a chance at resurrection.
Your doctor told you this. And it's possible now. What cuckoo's nest did I just come into? Did you resurrect David?
Yes, resurrection. But now that I've seen the results, I don't think there's anything holy about it.
You
I think reanimation is more an accurate term. Like, I'm an evil necromancer raising things from the dead.
Well, the shoe fits. Alright, what were the results of David's resurrection?
I think his brain was already decaying during the week that he was dead. Important bits. So when I brought him back to life, I didn't heal him completely. Just gave him life in the state he was in. I mean, he's hunting and killing things and trying to roast them on fires he can only light with matches, but that's about it. He's your basic Neanderthal. So I have a problem.
You want to kill him again? What problem do you have?
I'm being charged with murder because the police don't know he's still alive, and I can't get David to vouch for me for obvious reasons. I think it would raise quite a few more questions than answers.
Of course.
Which is why I'm hoping that you'd be able to help me.
By doing what, Claire? I'm just a psychiatrist. How can I help you?
Considering the circumstances, I'd be grateful if you could see your way to declaring me temporarily insane at the time of the murder. To lessen my sentence. Because I'm not a killer. But I can't prove otherwise. You don't still think I'm a killer, do you, Doctor? Oh, Claire. Oh, Claire. Yes, you're a killer. At worst, it's manslaughter. I didn't mean to kill him. I just stabbed him a bit. And although he was dead for a week, I brought him back to life. Does this mean you won't help me? Was I temporarily insane?
Yeah, you were temporarily insane. You're probably still insane, according to what the story you're giving me.
Thank you, Doctor. That's all I needed to hear. From you or Dr. Dekker. But Dr. Dekker wouldn't do that for me. He wanted something else.
What did Dr. Dekker want?
Dr. Dekker teased me mercilessly about my electability. He didn't believe I'd reanimated David. Once, he presented me with a dead mouse and commanded me to give it life again. I didn't, of course. It's not something I'd throw around lightly. He changed his mind about me eventually. And then he mentioned the girl.
The girl you're seeing in the woods? What girl did Dekker mention? No, what changed Dekker's mind?
Dr. Dekker asked if I could prove David wasn't dead, so I took him to the lake house. He saw that I was telling the truth. I can take you to see him too, if you like. Would you like to see David, Doctor?
I don't trust you. You might try to kill me, Claire. But as my job comes into my head, I will probably need to see David for myself.
Very well. In our next session.
Oh, what did I just say? What girl did Dr. Dekker mention?
He told me he'd locked up a girl in the basement of his house. Just for me. And he asked me to reanimate her. It was Iris. I said I couldn't reanimate something that wasn't dead, and he said that wouldn't be a problem. So I agreed. I just played along. I was hoping it wasn't real. I assumed it wasn't real. But he was offering me what I wanted. A temporary insanity diagnosis.
Oh My. Claire says in Dekker's basement was Iris. Iris was dating. Who was Iris talking to? I can't quite remember, but that is an interesting tidbit. Did you help Iris?
It didn't happen. Dr. Dekker called me from his house to cancel. He was furious. He said that Iris had escaped, and he blamed me for it. He said that I must have set her free after he told me about her. I knew it was all lies anyways. He was obviously titillating himself by reprimanding me. He knew I'd never want to speak to Iris again, so I couldn't prove it either way.
Yeah, that was the guy. That was Iris was the girl your husband cheated on you with, and he had her in his basement and was talking about killing. Oh my goodness, Claire, you should have left him as your. Well, she said she wanted that temporary insanity thing. This is wild. How could you have a funeral if your David
He's
isn't
buried
dead?
at Henley Church. You can go see for yourself. There's even a headstone. One of your other patients was a pallbearer. I never forget her face. You should ask him.
I know who you're talking about, our old friend, Crazy McCrazy Pants. Which patient was a pallbearer?
Bryce was a pallbearer for
Bryce,
David.
yeah.
He's also a grave digger, I believe.
Yes. He definitely is. How do you know Bryce?
Smuggling a body out of a funeral can be difficult, unless you pay the right people.
So you and Bryce smuggled David out of the church after... Oh my God. I should tell Bryce that Claire says he's been smuggling bodies. Do you know anything about paper spike?
A paper spike is an odd thing to use as a weapon. I suppose if it went directly into the heart, it might work. Or through his eye, or perhaps through the ear into his brain. Or was it just a frenzied, bloody mess of a murder? Do you know, Doctor?
You seem quite interested. Let's just start from the top. How is it possible that David was brought back to life?
You tell me. What could possibly explain that?
All right. Whoops. Let's go back to Claire. Do you think you might be seeing David's ghost? Is David not human? Are you lying about David being alive? Are you lying about never seeing Dr. Dekker outside of your sessions? Okay. Do you think he might be
I
seeing a
assure
ghost?
you, David is not a ghost. I've touched him.
Is David not human?
Since I brought him back, I felt that there was something different about him, something not quite right. I think it's his brain. But how ludicrous that you can bring someone back in the first place.
Very.
It's like that book, Pet Cemetery.
Yeah. And you know what happened in that,
he
right?
does smell of earth, but that's because he spends most of his time out hunting.
She said it reminds her of Pet Cemetery. Pet Cemetery. Do you remember what happens in that horror story? Lord Claire, this session has been a doozy with you, and even the last one was even a doozy, but this one is even more of a doozy. Okay, are you lying about David being alive?
If David doesn't exist, then that means that I really did kill him. He really is buried, and I really should be going to prison for a very long time. That just doesn't seem right to me. It's more probable that I reanimated him under Dr. Dekker's guidance.
That's more probable. Interesting, lady. That is the most probable thing that could have happened. Instead of you actually killing the man that you married because he was having a different another relationship under your nose, and that he's actually dead and you're making all this up as a ruse so you can get out of have less time of a sentence. Are you lying about never seeing Dr. Dekker outside of your session?
How astute, Doctor. Yes, I did say I hadn't seen Dr. Dekker outside of our sessions. That wasn't a lie. Our trip to the lake house was made during a session.
Did you speak to the girl at the
I
lake
didn't
house?
speak to her this time. Something about her made me feel uneasy. I just watched her from the bedroom window. She'd caught a fish. She was holding it in her hands.
Mm-hmm. What did the girl do with the
I
fish?
wasn't close enough to see, but for all intents and purposes, it looked as if the fish bit her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive.
Okay, that was kind of creepy for you to just bring that up. All right, is David a zombie? Lord. After everything that's been going on with our sessions, David could definitely be a damn zombie at this point.
Yes, he did come back to life, but he's not a zombie. He looks like he always did. Just his mind is encumbered. There's no way back.
Hmm.
I didn't speak to her this time. Something about her made me feel uneasy.
Okay. Why did the girl make you feel uneasy?
I don't know, Doctor.
Ah, come on. Okay, so she couldn't give us an answer on that. Let's get a hint, and we'll move on from there. Why is reanimation a more accurate term?
David was dazed and confused when I brought him back to life, as you'd expect. He was scared. He didn't want me to go near him at first, which is understandable, as I did kill him. But I didn't really succeed in bringing him back. He wasn't a big talker before, but even monosyllabic words were more than what he seemed able to give me.
Are you afraid that he might kill you, Claire? For revenge, perhaps? Jeez. We got a good number of questions with Claire.
It makes for interesting reading, doesn't it? I can tell you're dying to ask me about it. Fire away.
Let's get this hint. What happened to Iris? I need to talk to other patients more than check my notes. So I need to find out what happened to Iris. Maybe I should just ask her too.
It didn't happen.
Okay, she's not going to talk about it. All right, let's look for something else to discuss.
You tell me. What could possibly explain that?
Let's see about Bryce.
Smuggling a body out of a funeral can be difficult, unless you pay the right people.
You paid Bryce to out a dead body.
Smuggling a body out of a funeral.
Okay, she already said that. Let's get a hint. Did Bryce really smuggle out David's body? Okay. So it's telling me to not really. Still got to talk to other people about stuff. Bryce is next, but I don't want to move from Claire just yet. But I might have to. What time are we at? We're at 96 minutes. We are almost at 2 hours, so it'll be good to try to end it here anyway. Let's see if we can get another hint, and then we'll see. Because we got about 15 minutes left, and then we'll hit that 2-hour mark and call it a night. But yeah, appreciate everyone who came to visit the stream. We're not done yet. I'm just doing my little talk. Let's get another hint. Oh, we're still waiting on the hint. But yeah, appreciate everyone coming out to the stream. You can always follow me at B-Rhy Express on Facebook, B-RHY Express, B-RHY Express on YouTube's, and B-RHY Express on Twitch. No dash. Did I say dash? B-RHY Express on Twitch. No dash. Okay, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Probably going to be on definitely going to be on some Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Got some new characters I might want to try out, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully I'll know a few little combos to work with. If not, then we'll just be going in blind, and you may not see no good gameplay, but I'll try to give you something. All right, let's get to another hint. Can she prove David is still alive?
I have a picture of him I took after he came back. I'll bring it in next session.
Why you didn't keep it? Didn't keep it on you? All right, let's oh, this one is going down kind of quick. Hey, we got somebody else in the stream. Appreciate you for coming out. Even though we're getting close to the end, I definitely appreciate it. If you just stopped in on the stream, please leave the stream a like, a thumbs up. That'll definitely help us out. Well, help me out. And I would definitely much appreciate it, you know? 'Tis the season. And all that. We're right now just waiting for another hint so we can figure out what question we can ask Claire. I do want to get to Bryce and ask him all those questions about smuggling the body. The arrest report says she was covered in blood. The arrest reports say you were covered in blood.
It's a messy business, stabbing someone.
Yeah, sure.
You'd imagine that it would be like slicing into a pie with all the filling just slowly oozing out, but it's so much more dramatic, like popping a cork of a bottle of champagne. Blood sprayed everywhere.
All right. So let's see what she said about.
David was dazed and confused when I brought him back to life, as you'd expect. He was scared. He didn't want me to go near him at first, which is understandable, as I did kill him. But I didn't really succeed in bringing him back. He wasn't a big talker before, but even monosyllabic words were more than what he seemed able to give me.
Right. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to make sure. Trying to make sure you got security on.
Did Bryce really smuggle out David's body? Okay, that's the same question. Let's
David
get back
was
to this
dazed
house
and confused when I
and get
brought
the
him back
hitter
to
end
life,
of it.
as you'd expect. He was scared. He didn't want me to go near him at first, which is understandable, as I did kill him. But I didn't really succeed in bringing him back. He wasn't a big talker before, but even monosyllabic words were more than what he seemed able to give me.
You don't think you brought David back? Maybe I should ask that? I don't know.
Yes, resurrection.
Why wouldn't he talk to you?
That's not relevant here.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hint, please. What happened when Dr. Dekker met David? That's a good question. What happened when Dr. Dekker met David? Was that on Valentine's Day, the day you killed him? I don't know why I did that, Doc. Happy. All right, what happened when Dr. Dekker met David? Question mark.
I think it was a mistake taking Dr. Dekker to see David. Dr. Dekker wanted to examine him, so they went into a different room. I wasn't worried. David wouldn't speak. But Dr. Dekker seemed very distant after that. He didn't say a word on the way back.
Quite interesting. Why didn't Dr. Dekker say anything?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that.
To give another hint, why does she say she didn't succeed at bringing him back? That's what I was asking, but it didn't come in the right way. Why did you say you didn't succeed in and bringing David back.
He made sounds. I could understand him a bit. I thought he'd improve with time, like a child learning to talk, but he didn't. It's only recently that I've come to that conclusion that he's not going to get better. He's not going to be right again. I think it's his brain.
Mm-hmm.
At least he is safe where he is.
All right, stuck in limbo, I guess. Maybe he's in limbo. Well, most likely, I guess you would say. What happened when Dr. Dekker met David? Why did you say you didn't succeed in bringing him back? Let's see what
He made sounds. I could understand him a bit. I thought he'd improve with time, like a child learning to talk, but he didn't. It's only recently that I've come to that conclusion that he's not going.
What made you come to that conclusion?
I'm getting tired of all these questions. I'm getting tired of everything.
Really? You're getting tired of it? That's all you had to say, Claire? Why did she use a steak knife? Why did you use a steak knife?
The steak knife was the closest, sharpest weapon I could lay my hands on. I didn't really have much time to think about it.
We got a lot of questions to get with Claire. Where are we at? We're at 108. We're 2 minutes away. So, that's what we gonna do. We gonna get this last little hint in, and we gonna call it a night, people. Well, I don't know. We're gonna try to get through as much questions of Claire as we can, so we won't be so confused when we come back to the game next week. We do these streams every week. Every Monday, 10 o'clock p.m. Central Time, we are in the EnterAction Theater. If you was in the chat room, you could have helped me make decisions or help me ask questions. You can come up with the questions, I'll type it in. All that good stuff. Everyone plays a role in the theater. Alright, did Bryce really smuggle out? Okay, yeah, this is the question I can't really ask anymore. So, you know what?
He made sounds.
Let's see.
I could understand him a bit. I thought he'd improve with time, like a child learning to talk, but he didn't. It's only recently that I've come to that conclusion that he's not going to get better. He's not going to be right again. I think it's his brain. At least he is safe where he is.
Why you think he's safe where he is?
At the lake house. He doesn't move from there. For good reason.
Mm-hmm. Let him leave the lake house.
I don't know any.
Ah, shut up, girl. Maybe David survived the attack.
Perhaps. Perhaps I missed his vital organs. Perhaps by some strange freak of nature, he only appeared dead for a week and needed no food or water. Though there was an autopsy, so it's not likely. I think he was definitely dead.
Interesting, Claire. Interesting as hell, Claire. I don't even know what to say about you. I really don't. I really don't, Claire. Let's try to wait for another hint. I'm giving up on what questions to ask this lady. It's just too much, I tell you. Too much going on. And I'm thinking about food now. I am definitely hungry at this point. Let's get this clue going on. Hopefully it's not one of the same ones where I need to ask somebody else. Yeah, I need to ask somebody else about that one. Alright, I think we'll call it right here. We'll get back to Claire later on. And we'll finish knocking out all these questions we need to ask her about. We need to follow up on. So yeah, like I said, once again, follow me on Facebook. That's where I announce all of my streams, everything that I post for my YouTube, outside of my streams, just regular YouTube videos. All of that will be also on my Facebook. Follow that at B-Rhy Express. That's how you know when I'll be streaming and all that good stuff. Also follow me on YouTube, B-Rhy Express, and on Twitch, B-Rhy Express, no dash on that one. Like I said, stream on YouTube every Monday, 6 p.m. for the stream live stream, where I play, right now I'm playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, trying to get through that game. And then, of course, here at 10 o'clock p.m. Central, I play The Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker, which we're trying to get through to the end of on this. Then we'll move on to something else. Post videos on my YouTube channel, just random video game videos on my YouTube channel every Wednesday and Saturday, so please look forward to that. I stream Twitching at random, just at random times, any day, any time, any game. So just look forward to that. I'd usually announce it on my Facebook, and so yeah, be sure to look out for that. Did I mention my Twitch stream tomorrow? I'm streaming tomorrow on Twitch with the Power Rangers Battle for the Grid fighting game. Fighting games are one of my favorite things to play. So you'll be seeing me play that on Twitch. Like I said, there's some new characters I might want to jump into and try out. So look forward to that. And I think that's all of my news that I got for today. So yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. Love y'all. We are going to bust through this game and find out who killed Dr. Dekker and why is everybody so freaking crazy and who is telling the truth about their crazy superpowers. I want to know, are they all crazy? Are they all liars? I don't know. We're going to find out. So appreciate all y'all for coming out. We'll find out that next time, hopefully. See you then.